Well, hey, you're here. You've made it. Hoorah! And if I may say so, Merry Christmas and Joyous Noel. And where is here, you may ask? This is, of course, the Microwave Server. And I'm Gravity. And this is Cow. Oh, and that guy, and that one. And what are we three wise men, or not, up to on this festivest of days, you may also ask? Also a good question. We are about to head out to do some Xmas caroling. And if I may say, ouch, which is, of course, what the French call festive acoustic trespassing. The aggressive goodwill distribution? Ho-ho homeless Mike Night. Apparently the French have no use for political correctness, and I will have you plural know that we three are in fact allowed to say that because Cow and I, and those guys, are in fact without a house, so to say. No. Perhaps that will change in season 2 of our mind-numbingly entertaining Let's Play series, which is not precisely a Let's Play, wherein we three are, let's say, more ambitious than that. You will see all in due course of time. But to do so, you, the most faithful viewers of this channel, will have to tune in to see the very first episode of season 2. Coming soon, TM. Wink, wink. Anywho. No. On nights like these, I believe it is traditional to take stock of one's life. The things once done, the places once seen, and the friends once made over the last year. Now, it appears to me that I've become too popular with these freaking zombies. Oh, and freaking skellies? And creepers, no one wants to be friends with them. And why, oh why, are we heading out in the middle of night? Well, to be honest, it's because Cow's bovine brain, such that it is, contains a bee in his bonnet. To it comes the belief that caroling is best done in the middle of the night. Ergo, and so forth, and I've fallen. Since we know the location of a village in the distance, it is our plan, such that it is, to visit said village. And break into tune, so to sing. Now it may come as a matter of interest that, in the medieval period, the word carol came from the Old French carole, meaning a circle dance with singing. Such songs were sung at feasts, weddings, and seasonal celebrations, including Christmas. Later, with Christian adoption in the 13th century, the capital C Church began incorporating carols into Christmas celebrations. St. Francis of Assisi is often credited with popularizing Christmas carols in the church settings around 1223. It turns out he encouraged singing in the local language rather than Latin. A total Chapel Roan move if you ask me. He's the one whose statues often incorporate a pigeon sitting on his shoulder. With a wholly unironic pigeon sitting on the shoulder of the bronze pigeon, periodically adding a, let's say, frisson of reality in collective white globs, superfluous guano. Yucky stinky pooky. Anywho, now I will say, depending on where you reside, different carols are more popular. But overall, the most popular songs are, number 1, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, wherein a group of total strangers politely threaten to keep on singing until you hand over dessert. Evidently, peace on earth is negotiable if there's pudding. And whoosh, and now they're gone. Okay. Number 2, Here We Come a Caroling. I'm afraid, and ooh. Oh, I made it. I'm here. Hey, Cow. Wherein people announce their arrival loudly, sing about goodwill, and strongly imply snacks should now be produced. And number 3, up on the housetop. No. A strange man breaks into houses via the chimney to leave toys, whilst narrating his parkour skills to the children below. And finally, Jingle Bells, which parenthetically is often included, even though it is not originally a carol, mind you. In this one, what begins as a cheerful sleigh ride quickly devolves into reckless winter transportation with zero adult supervision. I know you have improved your reading comprehension. It is not, in fact, my intention to suggest otherwise, but we might be heading toward a specific neighborhood. A neighborhood that perhaps you perchance have never been to before. You may choose to picture it as a sort of claustrophobically borderline Stepford flavor of village charm. For a largely empty village, that is. Well, it is very likely that everyone ends up in the same place they all end up in villages like said innocent village, and that is hiding under their blankets, quietly repeating to themselves,
Everything's fine, dear.
now I expect that the traffic signs will also be different. Signs toward the George W. Bush Presidential Library, arrows leading to the Good Job Brownie Memorial Wing, and various mismanagement exhibits. Well, now, geez Louise, what year is this? Now I have some things to add for the greatest hits of years past, but luckily for a lot of people, we've arrived. Now, perhaps these villagers would like to know a little bit about us for their files. Or they'd like to help us learn to help ourselves. Look around you, Cow. All you see are sympathetic eyes. Now let us stroll around the grounds until we feel at home. Anywho, Cow, perhaps we'll take a quick look-see to see what we can see. But I fear phantoms might be lurking about, and no one wants that. Especially not on Christmas Eve. Cow, I don't know if you feel it too, but this place seems a little bit emptied out. Like it's been quietly erased. Well, no, I keep expecting a door to open or a voice to call out, yet every window is dark, and the dirt paths beneath our feet lie bare. It's as if the village decided, all at once, mind you, that it had nothing left to give and simply stepped aside. Now, Cow, this building looks as good as any to hide out for the night until it's time to commence with our caroling, that is. Now, Cow, look, this place looks a little different. Now, usually have a brewing stand, but not also a bed. Now, Cow, what the god pickin' mess is this? Cow, do you think this is a manger? Now, we could just escape and find another building. Now, I mean a child alone in a manger. I wouldn't want to wake them. Perhaps I can wake them, dip into the bed for a minute, and then jump right back out again. Now, WWJCD? Nah, hey, kiddo, you can go back to sleep in a minute. Good night, Cow. Sleep tight, and don't let the bed bugs bite. Where am I now? Cow, this is not where I imagined this holiday episode going.
Sst, jemig de pemig. Jij alleen al maakt meer lawaai dan de golven in de Zuiderzee. De hele tijd maar bla bla bla. Eindeloze verhalen hier, eindeloze verhalen daar. Wist je dat Koe donders goed doorheeft dat jij je bezighoudt met volstrekt betekenisloze sterke verhalen, tot de rand toe gevuld met eindeloze zinnen om gevoelens van angst en existentiële vrees te maskeren, gevolgd door de slappe pogingen om jouw zenuwen af te wentelen op zijn arme, rundelijke ziel?
Cow, are you hearing this? Now I wonder if I ate some mushrooms. You know I'm quite allergic to them.
Ik zal zeggen, als ik mag, en uiteraard mag ik dat, aangezien ik het zeg, er is hier werkelijk niets om bang voor te zijn in een kuizen.
What the jumping Jehoshaphat is going on here?
Ik ben de kalmte onder je neus, de hoeder van de dijken, de bewaker van de getijden, de stem achter de stilte die schuilt in de kleine steegjes en straatjes van Enkhuizen. Wist je trouwens dat ik een boot in de vorm van een ark te koop heb? Best chic, al vermoed ik dat hij buiten jouw budget valt, nu ik er zo over nadenk.
Am I catching strays?
Maar goed, vrees niet, jij die mij zo goed kent. Want ik heb stormen gezien die langer duren dan jouw verhalen. Ouder dan je domme grappen. En scherper dan je overdreven, opgeblazen, zelfverheerlijkend woordgebruik. En om het even netjes af te ronden, ik ben contractueel verplicht te vermelden dat ik inderdaad de gouden sleutel tot de toekomst in mijn blik draagt.
Cow, I'm getting the feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Cow, do you think we've passed on to Enkhuizen?
Zwaartekracht. Ik spreek nu tot u op dit uiterste plechtige moment. De 2 geboden.
Just the 2? No. Didn't Moses get a 10 or so? Now, if I may say, 10 is a far cry from 2.
Gravity. Gebod nummer 1 is praat minder. En 1a is luister meer. Die krijg je er gratis bij. Gebod nummer 2 is praat minder over Katy Perry. Ik heb uit betrouwbare bron vernomen dat de non die zij in de rechtszaal deed omvallen haar heeft vergeven. En dus zul jij dat ook moeten doen. Gayle King, wat mij betreft, is vogelvrij. Die wel.
What? You, who I am assuming due to the detached, all-knowing tone of voice, are in fact playing George Burns in this dime store adaptation of an Oh God remake. Now that I'm thinking of it, may I ask, was that movie a funny movie?
Voor sommigen was het behoorlijk amusant. Dat wil zeggen, 2/3 van mijn goddelijke zelf was oprecht geamuseerd.
Well, inquiring minds wanted to know. Now, am I to understand that...
Ja, God, dat wil zeggen, ik woon inderdaad in Enkhuizen.
Say what now?
Ja, En nog voordat je ziel zelfs maar overweegt de eerste lettergreep uit te spreken, ik weet reeds wat je gaat zeggen.
God, if I may call you that, may I ask?
Ja en ja.
Will I, at some point well into the very, 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 very distant future, mind you, live out my days in Enkhuizen, so to say?
Dat is om mij om te weten en aan jou om uit te vinden.
Now, will Cal be there?
Ja, natuurlijk zal hij daar zijn. De banden van ware liefde, kameraadschap en vriendschap blijven bestaan. Zelfs door verre uiteenlopende dimensies heen. Ze vormen een gigantische boom waarover de magie van de kerstgeest wordt uitgestrooid als slingers. Maar dan minder een wereldwijd niet biologisch afbreekbaar probleem.
What's his name be there?
Daar wordt aan gewerkt. Dat wil zeggen, ik heb de bouw van een groot residentiële balzaal uitbesteed aan een concurrent van mij.
Do you smell sulfur?
Nee, nooit. Maar ik vermijd Florida dan ook bewust.
Nah, in reference to that absolution given to Katy Perry.
Genoeg. Het is welletjes zo, Gravity. Het is welletjes. Ik zal jullie beiden weer op weg sturen. Zegen jullie, mijn kinderen. En mogen de vreugdevolle kerstgeest jullie volgen her en der.
Do you have time for a quick question about Sudoku?
Nee.
Mahjong.
Nee, vaarwel. Tot dan. Hasta la vista, baby. Tot ziens. Tot zo.
Cow, do you think we made someone mad? I hope not. I will say all of a sudden I feel totally sleepy. Like someone's trying to tell me something. Cow, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Well, hey, kiddo and cow. Good morning. Do you ever have dreams you can't remember? Who's this guy? This one scared the bejesus out of me. No offense, kiddo. Quickly, we're running out of time. Literally, hélas. And so, with that being said, sadly, it's time to say our goodbyes and Xmas greetings and joyous Noels and festive New Year's. Tot ziens, tot zo.